we are faced with serious challenges. We've relied on our diamond wealth, the natural resource trap. We've stayed in that space for too long. We're not robust enough in diversifying. We didn't invest enough in climate resilient infrastructure. We saw with the recent floods. We've experienced a lot of corruption, lack of accountability, tone-deaf leadership at certain times. And we need to learn from some of these experiences. And some of these things happen because good people like yourselves saw, but chose to remain supine. You didn't speak out. You didn't join the chorus of those that felt that the country was taking a wrong turn. You saw it, you felt it, but you didn't do anything, you didn't do much, you didn't speak out. And I implore you this time around to take an active part, active interest, and to speak out. This is your country. You are as responsible for it as the next person, all of us, collectively. And so we must pay particular attention to what happens to and in relation to some of the issues of our country. It's your responsibility, I challenge you. These little ones are growing up. What do we bequeath to them when we cease to care or count? What is it that we hand over to them? What kind of country? You need to pause and reflect on this. Are we being responsible stewards of the affairs of their country if we will give them a collapsed economy marked and defined by rapid levels of unemployment, youth unemployment, runaway levels of corruption? Are we being responsible stewards? Are we being responsible citizens? If we flee and come and find comfort elsewhere, and we forget where we come from, are we being responsible? And so we need to reflect on these questions. It's your task here to think about your country every day, every moment of your life, and appreciate that those you left behind look to you. You've been fortunate enough to come and be in the States and in other parts of the world, get exposure.
Yes, greetings, Cindy. Welcome all of you, my dear lovely family, dear friends, fellow Africans. That is the president of Botswana, Advocate Gideon Doma Boko, telling Botswana's diaspora who are living in United States of America that they have responsibility to build Botswana. You know, in many African countries, some of us who sometimes get the opportunity to go out there to get education, to get skills. When we finish our education terms or we finish our study, many of us, we are not coming back home to come and join with our people here in the continent to see how we can contribute positively. We have seen many of us who, when we get opportunity to go to America, to go to Europe, it looks like we are not happy to come back home. Maybe because of difficulties and environments and sometimes political issues. But let me tell you something. There's no one who will come and build your home. Your home is your home. and you are the one who are responsible to make sure that your home is going to be attractive. So if you think that to go in Europe, to stay in America, to stay in China would make you proud, my dear lovely family, you are going to make America great, you are going to make Europe great, you are going to make China great, while Africa is going to become weak. What we need to do is to come back home, to support, to use education or skills or knowledge that we have been acquired outside there to build our homeland. And that's what we need to do, my dear lovely family. Sometimes maybe you have good job there, you have got good job in America, in Europe, in China. It's a good thing, but remember that you have responsibility to build your home. You have responsibilities to make sure that those who sometimes, in many of our countries, government sponsoring people to go out there. So remember that government has no money. It is about taxpayers' money of your country. So let us respect those who send you there. After acquiring the knowledge, education, come and work with them. Come and help them. That's what we need to do, I think, here in the continent of Africa, especially to all Africans. And that's why we have been calling our brothers and sisters in the diaspora to come back home. They must understand that this is our homeland, this is our motherland, this is our fatherland. We need to work to our continent. We need to make sure that we contribute positive to our mother continent Africa. And that's what I think Mr. Duma Boko was trying to tell these African diaspora from Botswana who are living in the United States of America. So when you get job, when you acquire education, please remember where you're coming from. I think that is a big message, and of course powerful message to all of us, not only to Botswana's diaspora, to all Africans who are there in the diaspora, who are acquiring education, knowledge, and sometimes those who are in study in Europe, America, or elsewhere, to make sure that they must remember their homeland. I think that will help us to acquire knowledge and skills. Let me tell you, you remember when the Europeans colonized Africa. What they did, they came in Africa, they took everything from us, they went to Europe to build Europe. I think even Africans, we need to use the same tactic that we can go there, we can get education, but at the end of the day, we need to come back home to build our motherland. That is what we need to do as the people of Africa. So, my dear lovely family, dear friends, fellow Africans, if you have something you want to add or to contribute, please do so through the comment section, and also help us to share the video to other Africans who are here in the continent and to those who are in the diaspora, so that all of us, we can understand what we want as the people of Africa. After that, let me say thank you. Have a nice time. See you next time.